Dear Professor Park, Dr. Fahad, and dear colleagues, hello. Due to a work, I cannot be with you in person. I'm very sorry about that, but I'm happy to connect with you through this video. A few days ago, I received the report and read it carefully. I found it truly interesting, and I'm honored to share some comments on this work. This study builds an important bridge between environmental science and media studies. It makes a strong case that the PFAS crisis is not just a chemical problem. It is, at its core, a communication and governance challenge. I think the most significant contribution is this theoretical reframing. Research goes beyond toxicology and shows that public understanding, risk perception, and policy priorities are all deeply shaped by agenda setting and framing. Your media analysis reveals that current coverage is mostly episodic. It focuses on industrial accidents and U.S. military bases, but it seldom connects PFAS to everyday life. That is already important finding. I believe this research is very significant and I would recommend to submit it to a high impact communication or interdisciplinary journal once it's finished. Here are a few suggestions that may help. First, if you aim for an international journal, you might position the Korean case as an example, a paradigmatic case of the communication challenges that newly industrialized countries face when dealing with global chemical risks. This would attract more attention from readers outside Korea. In the discussion, you could develop a framework to explain why some risks become highly visible, while other risks like contamination in consumer products stay largely invisible, perhaps because they are tied to key industries such as Korean cosmetics exports or to deep consumer habits. This could strengthen the theoretical significance of the study. Second, the material is very rich, covering environment, health, policy, and media. I suggest trimming the background a little and focusing the paper clearly on the media analysis. Instead of trying to cover all these areas, I believe the paper would be stronger if it concentrated on the media construction of PFAS risk and public communication failure in South Korea. Third, after you analyze the amount of coverage and the different themes, I suggest you go one step further. Show how the invisibility and the everythingness of the risk are discursively constructed as non-risk through specific attribute frames. This could lead to more interesting findings and deepen the study. Overall, I truly admire this research, and I very much look forward to seeing it published in a journal. Thank you again for giving me the chance to read it, and I wish the conference great success. Thank you.